First section is close test. Climate change is an urgent global issue. An is given. An is given. For casual, A pressing, A dangerous, A recent. Answer. Answer, no correction required. If an is not there, we could have taken the replacement. Suppose if A/an is given, then we could have taken another option. Only urgent takes an, other options take only A casual, A pressing, A dangerous. Answer, no correction required, 5 is the correct one. Climate change is an urgent global issue that requires immediate attention. Scientists around the world are warning of irreversible damage. Yesterday irreversible came, do you remember? Impossible to reverse or undo. I killed a person, for example. Can I reverse that decision? Can I reverse the action? Once the person died, that's it. No matter how many times I cry, he won't come back to life. That action was irreversible. You can't reverse it. So damage caused by fire was irreversible. Permanent, final, everlasting. Which one is irreversible? Slapping a person, scolding a person? Both, huh? Which is more irreversible? Scolding, or which will be there permanent, which will that person remember for a longer time? Scolding or slapping? Slapping he remembers. People remember words more. Words feeling. If somebody slaps you, only pain will be there for the half a day, if I am not wrong. Maybe 1 day, 2 days. But when somebody used any bad word or hurtful comment, any character assassinated comment, that's it. We will remember forever until the dying day. So, what kind of damage? Warning of fixable. Fixable means reversible. So, this becomes opposite, no? Predictable, permanent can be same. Recoverable becomes opposite. Answer 3 or 5. Scientists around the world are warning of irreversible damage. Both are okay. You can take 3. Irreversible damage okay, permanent damage. If strong measures are not taken, so if we do not take strong measures, irreversible or permanent damage happens. Rising temperatures, melting ice caps, extreme weather events are now common and undeniable. Undeniable means we can't deny, we can't reject. Everybody has to accept it. Undeniable. So undeniable means everybody has to accept, acceptable. You can't deny it. Arguable, evident. Evident means clear, doubtful, opposite, occasional. So what is suitable there? Clear. Events are now common and clear. Common and evident. For example, it is cloudy. The rain is evident today. It is not cloudy. It is sunny. Rain is not evident today, not clear. Despite the warnings, whenever despite comes, what do we take? A positive negative combination or negative positive? Warnings positive. Warnings negative. Warnings negative. So many governments have shown what? Reluctance. Huh? Reluctance means what? Not willing. Reluctance means this hesitation, unwilling, disinclination. Some students showed willingness towards writing, some students showed reluctance in writing. So governments have shown reluctance in implementing. Okay. Urgency, confidence, hesitation. Okay. Encouragement. No. Answer 3-5. They have shown reluctance in implementing strict environmental policies despite warnings. Warnings ఇచ్చినప్పటికీ they have not shown any interest. Activists argue that ignoring the problem will only lead to dash consequences. Mild and a little bit, not much. Not severe is mild. Temporary, mild temporary, same meaning. Tragic, sad ending. Do you watch movies? In the movies, if the villain dies, happy ending, the end. If the villain dies, because bad died, villain died, happy ending. If the hero dies, tragedy. Heroine dies, more tragedy. That is tragedy. Gradual means step by step, slowly, level by level is gradual. So answer 3 or 5. Tragic consequences leading to death. Now A, B should be combined with the help of PQ adhesive. Scientists have developed a revolutionary biodegradable polymer. Biodegradable means in the society, if you throw it in the society, it will degrade because atmosphere degrade. If you throw a plastic cover, it won't degrade. Even after 10 years, even after 100 years, plastic will be like that only. Plastic is not biodegradable, but these have developed a revolutionary biodegradable polymer that decomposes within 60 days. 60 days lo die అయిపోతుంది. It will die and poses no threat to marine ecosystems unlike conventional plastics. So they have created some polymer and it is a good for society. Environmentalists have argued governments to subsidize its mass production. Now what environmentalists are demanding? They are demanding the governments to start this polymer and give subsidies for that. And ban single-use plastic products. Single-use plastic products means only one time I use, it will be there forever. I can't reuse it, it will be there forever. Across all retail chains and packing industries. So, a revolutionary biodegradable polymer is there. So, whereas, why do we use whereas? Whereas while is used for parallelism. I am sitting here whereas you are sitting there. You are staying in Hyderabad whereas your parents are staying in native place. You are preparing for a government job whereas your brother is already working in some company. Whereas you are crying here after breakup whereas that fellow is happy, enjoying, celebrating. So whereas is that. Can we take whereas? No. Even as, even after, even then. So they have developed a biodegradable polymer. Even, why do we use even? When you emphasize something, when you highlight something, for example, sir, she is not listening to me, sir, she is joining that career, sir, she is joining politics, she is not listening to me. Politics is not good for women, she is joining that. Even her parents told her not to join, but still she's. Even her parents told. I told she is not listening, even her parents. So in that case we use, even is not suitable here. Hence means what? As a result, kabatti kauna anducheta isliye iske vaste. There is a biodegradable polymer which is good for the society. Hence, as a result, environmentalists are arguing governments to subsidize it. Okay. Notwithstanding is nothing but however. Not related. Like however means positive, negative, negative, positive. In view of which? Answer R or T. Both appear okay. So, wait. Read the sentence, column 1, column 2. Read the sentence, I am reading the instructions. Read the sentence in column 1 and the one in column 3. Okay, choose the most appropriate word or phrase from column 2 that connects them into a coherent, meaningful sentence. Each sentence is complex, okay. In English, don't fall in love with your answer. English and some chapters of reasoning. In quant, 3 into 3, 9 only, no other option. But in English, 8 will come, 10 will come. How, sir? What is that? Because one word has multiple meanings. One word has multiple meanings. Some nearest options are there. It is a language. Multiple meanings will be there for one word. So that is the reason sometimes the questions are based on perception rather than 3 into 3, rather than surety. Both carry same meaning. Which one is more suitable? Let me see once again. So scientists have developed a biodegradable polymer. Hence, they urged the garments. Urge means requested. They requested garments to subsidize. Okay. They have developed a biodegradable polymer in view of which means keeping that in mind. Keeping the biodegradable polymer in mind, environmentalists have requested. S, T, both okay, but I would choose R. R is there? Yeah. T is also okay. Answer T, yeah? T. Then I am wrong. Answer is correct. Despite multiple warnings issued by meteorological departments and emergency broadcasts, large sections of coastal population refused to evacuate before the cyclone. See, warnings came to coastal areas, please evacuate because some storm is going to happen. Tufan rabotundi, mere places khali cheseseyandi ani government has given warnings. Rescue operations became extremely difficult. Several fatalities, deaths were reported due to delayed response and blocked roads. What happened? Warnings happened, they did not move. Many of the population refused to evacuate. Means they did not move immediately. Evacuate cheyandi, khali cheyandi ikkadi nunchi tufan rabotundante, they did not evacuate. Resulting in rescue operations became difficult and several people died. Okay. In that case means if. In that case means if condition. Will you buy clothes, new clothes to your parents if you get the job? If I get the job, in that case I can buy, sir. No, sir. After getting salary, in that case I can buy. In that situation, if not related. But then warnings came, coastal population did not evacuate, but then rescue operations became difficult, maybe. Due to which, by contrast, wrong. Answer 1, P or S. What shall we take? Both appear okay. So all those things resulting in rescue operations, due to which rescue operations became extremely difficult. What shall we take? Resulting in or due to which? What shall we take? I would choose P only, not yes. Take P, second option. The pharmaceutical sector underwent a transformation driven by rapid vaccine development during the pandemic, yet regulatory frameworks lag behind scientific advancements. Where is the error? Pharmaceutical sector underwent means undergo, past is underwent, V2. It underwent a transformation. Transformation means change. Driven by rapid, quick vaccine development during pandemic. Yet, అయినప్పటికీ होने के बावजूद regulatory frameworks are still lagging behind. I have a doubt here, maybe D or E. Let me check the next one, then we'll decide the answer. Artificial intelligence systems can now diagnose diseases with accuracy rivaling expert physicians, but ethical concerns around consent and patient data must address or wrong. Must be addressed. Will, would, can, could, shall, should only V1 or B or have. So J error is there. J. Answer 2 or 4. 2 or 4. So first దాంట్లో ఈనా సీనా? Cలో ఏముంది? Where is the error in C? Sorry. Where is error in the C? Farmers. ఈలో ఏం ఎర్రర్ ఉంది? ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ లేదా? This is A, this is B, okay, C and D. E statement is not there, E statement. But if no error should be X, right? And why did you take E? Okay, check. Let's check any error in the C. C lo error unda? Pharmaceutical sector underwent a transformation are driven by rapid vaccine development during the pandemic. Yet, transformation positive, regulatory lagging behind and negative. So, yetta batta ikkada. But the regulatory firms still lag behind. Take C. Batta తీసుకోండి, not yet. Take fourth option. While green spaces improve air quality, is this correct? Spaces improve. Spaces plural improve, V1 correct? They improve air quality and they promote mental well-being. Some city planners prioritize infrastructure development without considering ecosystem service. Any error? You have not done it. Electric vehicles reduce tailpipe emissions and are becoming most cost effective. However, charging infrastructure lags behind, especially in rural areas. No error in the second part. Second sentence lo error ledu. Electric vehicles reduce tailpipe emissions. They V1 and they are becoming more cost effective. However, charging infrastructure. Second X. Answer 1 to 5. First dantlo B lo promote well-being, correct only. E part is not there. Take 5. Should the applicant dash the eligibility criteria? If a sentence is starting with should and not a question, it is a sentence, then meaning is if. If a sentence is starting with should, the meaning is if. Sentence should don't start in the, it is not a question, then it is if. Should you work hard, you will get a job. Should you work hard and if you work hard. Should the applicant dash the eligibility criteria, she will likely be final round. Ignore the criteria, fail the criteria, meet the criteria, violate, fake, all negative except third one. Should the applicant meet the eligibility criteria, she will likely be shortlisted. Answer 3. The CEO was dash in her belief that innovation drives success and remained dash in supporting. Unwavering. What is unwavering? Wavering means moving, changing. Unwavering means not moving, not changing. Firm. He has an unwavering commitment to his goals. unwavering determination, unwavering commitment, unwavering dedication. Means it does not change no matter what. Parents, love is unwavering, it does not change. Something strong, something solid, unwavering. Skeptical means what? Doubtful. Oh yeah. Skeptical means doubtful. SC or SK, both okay. Skeptical means doubtful, suspicious. She was skeptical about the effectiveness of the new policy. Whenever a tough question paper comes, does your commitment waver? Do you get doubts upon you? Tough question paper, Amma, this is very tough. I got only these many marks. Can I get a job? Doubt. So CO was unwavering in her belief. Okay. Uncertain means not sure. Negative. Hesitant. Shy. Negative. Critical means crucial. Kind of positive. Passive. Negative. Answer 1-4. In her belief, innovation drives success and remained committed, remained doubtful. Remained committed or doubtful? First option. ABCDF is given. We need to check where X should be inserted. X is this. This includes analyzing vast data sets to anticipate future demand or detect anomalies. Anomalies means abnormalities. Abnormalities are called anomalies. Abnormalities are glitches antamu. So this includes analyzing data sets, anticipate future demand, detect anomalies. So from healthcare to, artificial intelligence is being integrated into a growing number of industries. Positive or negative? AI positive. Artificial intelligence integrate చేశారు చాలా ఇండస్ట్రీస్లో. From healthcare to logistics, AI is transforming operational efficiency. Can I AB combination correct only? It helps automate repetitive tasks, improve predictive. Can I connect? Many firms are already experiencing measurable improvements in performance. However, now context is changing. Now, see, look at this. This includes analyzing vast data, positive or negative? Analyzing data, anticipate future demand, detect anomalies. Positive. So, after however, rather above E, above D, above C, where should I keep? Positive sentence, definitely not E. ED kadu. Answer A. Is it A, B, C? What will come? From healthcare to logistics, A field, industries, AB connected industries, A industries they mentioned. So after A, it cannot come. We can eliminate A. So answer B or C. C, na? It helps automate repetitive tasks and improves predictive capabilities. This includes analyzing. So answer after B or C? Take C. I'm reading X. As a result, long form reading is frequently abandoned. Abandoned means left. వదిలిపెట్టేయడం, చూడదేనా, leaving. Long form reading. కాబట్టి long form reading ని వదిలిపెట్టేస్తున్నాం మధ్యలోనే. बीच में छोड़ दे रहे ये long form reading को. Reading habits among adults have significantly changed in the last decade. Last 10 years లో reading patterns change అయ్యాయి. Physical books are often replaced by digital content consumed on mobile devices. Average attention span has also decreased due to multitasking. This has impacted both the depth and duration of reading sessions. Educators are now adapting methods. So, after E, after F, no. C, D lone ravali. After C or D, long form reading, people are leaving it. Why? Because the digital content is there. Because attention span reduced. Attention span reduced, that's why long form reading people leaving. Attention span తగ్గిపోయింది కాబట్టి ఎక్కువసేపు చదవలేకపోతున్నాం. Or this has impacted both the depth and duration of reading sessions. After C or after D? C or D? D na? D tarvata, suppose if I am taking after D, this has impacted both. What has impacted both? Digital content or long reading? This has impacted both the depth and duration of reading sessions. As a result, long form reading is abandoned midway. Okay. D is also, after D is also suitable. Or after C. The average attention span has also decreased due to multitasking and constant notifications. As a result, long form reading. Take C. Which creature has the lowest attention span in the world? Which creature has the lowest attention span in the world? .84 seconds to 8 point somewhere in the range between this is goldfish. A fish is there, it goes straight 7 seconds, later it forgets. Does not follow the path. 7 seconds, 8 seconds, let's say average 8 seconds. The people who watch shorts and reels, they have lower than 8 second attention span. Why, sir? Have you ever observed that phenomena? I watch one video, within 1 minute I get full entertainment, full adrenaline, full hormonal, positive hormonal influence. Second video, if the second video does not attract, within 10 seconds change. 10 seconds is determining my attention span. Third video, 10 seconds, change. If it does not attract me, I change. Fourth video, okay, 11 second, okay, nice. Immediately expression change. Then fifth video, like this it happens. If you are watching more shorts during the day, reduce that please. You can't concentrate on education if you watch more shorts. Okay, next, this is repeated, do you remember? This is repeated, right? Yesterday only came? Yesterday or day before yesterday? You don't remember? Okay, we'll do again. If you don't remember, what can we do? Same came. They didn't change even single line, single full stop. Everything as it is. Passage A. For you, you did not get? You got it? Or mains we got it? You only got it, right? Meeke vachindan, I have this opinion. Mains no. Okay, let's do it. Whether you got it or not, secondary. The rise of automation has prompted fears in widespread unemployment, particularly in sectors reliant on repetitive. Wherever repetitive tasks are there in those industries, automation is creating fears. Because of automation, we may lose jobs and చెప్పేసి వాళ్ళు భయపడుతున్నారు. To address this concern means solution. This is a problem. Automation వల్ల jobs పోతా, unemployment వస్తుంది. To address this concern, several countries are investing in retraining programs, equipping workers with the digital skills. So what is the most appropriate description of the relationship between A and B? Passage B provides solution to problem. Passage B opposes, contradict and opposes the passage B. B elaborates the A. B provides historical context of A. B illustrates the A with example. Answer 1. Climate activists argue that governments are failing to act decisively in the face of global warming, pointing to insufficient policy measures and a lack of enforcement. What climate activists are arguing? They are saying that governments are failing to act on global warming. Governments are not showing interest in acting against global warming or climate change. And what are they doing? They are also telling insufficient policy measures. Government is not putting effort for policy measures. Government is also saying lack of enforcement. Last month, EU passed a sweeping climate legislation aimed at reducing emissions by 55% by 2030, marking a significant shift toward climate accountability. So, what did he tell in the passage B? He has told about what happened in EU. EU lo em jarigindi. How climate legislation came and how they wanted to reduce by 55% by 2030, and it is a significant shift. So passage B provides a solution. Passage B opposes the passage A, elaborates the benefits. No. Historical context, real world example. Answer is 5. Have you done the passage? Will you show me the answers? Keep the first question on hold. We will do the other sections and come back. Other questions and come back. Which of the following, if true, would most seriously weaken the idea that polar bears can serve as a model for studying heart disease in humans? Where is polar bear studying heart disease in humans? Which line? First paragraph, second paragraph? First paragraph? Second paragraph? This one? I'm reading this paragraph. In 2014, researcher Shi Ping Liu and his team studied the genes of polar bears and compared them with those of brown bears, their closest relatives. They discovered a gene called APOB, which helps lower the level of human cholesterol. So, while they have identified in these bears the APOB that will reduce human cholesterol. In humans, changes in these genes usually increase the risk of heart disease. This finding suggests that polar bears could serve as a valuable model for studying and possibly treating heart disease in people. Polar bears may also help scientists understand the compared osteoporosis, a condition that weakens bones. Even polar bears will help us in bone weakness, especially in older people, typically caused by lack of exercise or poor nutrition. Osteoporosis doesn't seem to affect pregnant polar bears, even after they spend 6 months. Polar bears have vastly different circulatory system from humans. Human cholesterol levels are difficult to measure accurately. Brown bears also have APOB gene. Humans cannot survive in cold climates. Polar bears often hunt alone and don't interact socially. Answer. What is he saying? He is saying weaken. Weaken ante false related idea తీసుకోవాలి. False related, nearest to false. 100% false కాదు కానీ somewhere about 70, 80, 90% false statement కావాలి. True statement తీసుకోకూడదు. We should not take true statement. True statement is given there. Third one, true statement. Yes, humans cannot survive in cold climates. Circulatory system same annada. Team studied the genes of polar bears and compared with those of brown bears. They discovered gene called which helps the lower level of cholesterol. Polar bears have vastly different circulatory system from humans. Human cholesterol levels are difficult to measure accurately. Difficult to measure cholesterol levels. Measure చేయొచ్చు, తగ్గించవచ్చు, పెంచవచ్చు అంటున్నాడు కదా. We can increase or decrease with the help of APOB. Somewhere it is true. Second one. Brown bears also have APOB gene. Humans cannot survive in cold climates. Did they mention? Answer 145. Take one. Not directly given. Tone of the passage ఎలా ఉంది? Sarcastic, analysis and appreciative. Hostile and unfriendly. Hostile means unfriendly. Some responding students are friendly, non-responding students are hostile. Humorous and funny. sarcastic and criticizing. Criticizing in a different way. Criticizing in a different way is sarcastic. Detached means separated. Answer. Second option. Identify which of the following statement true false based on the passage. Female polar bears suffer from bone density loss after pregnancy. Does not last kada. Hibernation velina kuda it does not last. See here. Osteoporosis doesn't seem to affect pregnant polar bears. A bone condition does not affect polar pregnant bears even after they spend 6 months in hibernation. Hibernation and also inactive mode. Go and hide somewhere without eating or moving much. So that doesn't affect. Bone weakness doesn't affect under. So suffer from bone density effect. False. Can't be determined. No. False. Second option. What is the APOB anukunta kada? Name of the genes. Easy answer. According to passage, how do pregnant polar bears prepare for the long winter? Before hibernation, these females increase bone density, and when they emerge, their bones remain strong. అంటే బిఫోర్ దే బికమ్ ప్రెగ్నెంట్ హైబర్నేషన్ ముందే దే ఇంక్రీజ్ ద బోన్ డెన్సిటీ, their bones become strong. Brown bears by contrast lose bone density, must build later. They reduce bone density, they hibernate without biological preparation, they increase bone density before digging the dens. Yes, they rely on male bears, they absorb minerals. Answer 3. So what is the answer for first one? What can be inferred most reasonably from the passage? Polar bears lose bone density during hibernation. Human beings may benefit from research into polar bears genetic. Yes, polar bears are more emotionally developed. Polar bears evolved from dogs. Polar bears cannot be trained by humans. Answer. Second option. Third. They are more emotionally developed than elephants, primates. Passage దేని గురించి అంటే పోలార్ బేర్స్ నుంచి హ్యూమన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటి? Spelling mistake or inappropriate word. Residents consoled, evicted unjustly. Answer. Resident correct hai na? Residents console. Console means what? Odarchadam. Very good. If the child cries and goes to mother consoles the child. But same child goes to father crying, child crying going to father. What does father say? Don't cry like a girl. Go to your mom. And no consoling, more threatening. So consoling, mother consoles the child. But mayor consoled them with assurance that all precautions would be taken and no one would be evicted unjustly. Answer. Console. Enduku why console? ఓదార్చాడు అనమాట, అష్యూరెన్స్ ఇస్తూనే. ఓదార్చలేదా? రెసిడెంట్స్ వాయిస్డ్ కన్సర్న్స్. రెసిడెంట్స్ ఏం చేశారు? మాకు ఇబ్బందులు ఉన్నాయి, వీ హ్యావ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అని దే వాయిస్డ్ కన్సర్న్స్ ఓవర్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్. వై? ఎన్వైరన్మెంటల్ రిస్క్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, పొటెన్షియల్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్, అంటే దే నీడ్ టు షిఫ్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు అనదర్ ప్లేస్. But the mayor consoled them with assurances that all the precautions would be taken and no one would be evicted unjustly. Evict ante telsa? If you pay hostel fee and you leave, that is vacate. Vacating the hostel. You don't pay hostel fees, that fellow is throwing out your baggage outside. That is evicting. That is evicting. Kali karna. So would be evicted unjustly. Answer. Okay, consoled, spelling wrong. Spelling correct only. Inappropriate word. The mayor consoled them. Past hai kada, voiced concerns would be taken past. Consoled. ED correct hai. Answer 5. Our explanation was filled with such clarity and confidence that it managed to dispel most of the doubts. despite a few incongruities in the data and slight pedestrian delivery style. Answer. STRIAN. The people who walk on the road are called pedestrians. Padacharulu. The people who travel on a vehicle are called commuters. Commuters, vehicle, maybe bike, maybe car. Pedestrian, on foot. Answer fourth one. The documentary effectively challenged the public's perception. Any error? Perception? Perception of the event by incorporating first-hand accounts. Incorporating means including first-hand accounts and ambiguous evidence that painted a transparent. Ambiguous means unclear. Unclear painted a transparent picture? No. It can be clear. Clear evidence, not ambiguous. Clear evidence that painted a far more transparent picture than the official narrative. Answer C. 3. Where is the error? Although new policy was intended to streamline internal communication, many employees found the procedures overly complicated and claimed that it has increased. What has increased akkada? New policy or procedures? See, new policy em cheyali, internal communication is streamline cheyali. But what happened? Many employees found the procedures overly complicated and that it has increased rather than reduced. Edi increase ayindi? Procedures aithe they, communication anukondi, streamlining communication anukondi, it intended. Policy. But if you take all our non-living thing annappudu passive voice తీసుకోవాలి. It has been increased rather than reduced. Been increased. The time required to complete. Answer is 3. The report not only highlights key financial discrepancies that emerged during the audit process, but also provides recommendations to prevent such issues from reoccurring in the future. Answer. 4. Why? Reoccurring should not be there. What else? Report not only highlights, okay, V1 yes, but also provides, not only highlights but also provides recommendations to prevent such issues. Is not needed from occurring. Now word swap, we need to interchange the bold words. Despite is repeated and one time or many times. Repeated failure, wrong, failures undale. Repeated lack, repeated attempts, repeated visual. Answer. Despite his repeated attempts to clarify, the audience remained confused, perhaps due to his lack of coherence and poor use of visual illustrations and an overall failure to engage. AD. Third option. The board unanimously approved the proposal after a series of thorough evaluations, potential evaluations, industry evaluations, disruptor. Thorough, industry, potential, okay. Disrupt, no. 2 V1, 2 disrupt. D is absolutely correct. Disrupt is V1, after 2 V1 only. D is correct, I am eliminating D option. The board unanimously approved the proposal after a series of thorough evaluations, highlighting the startups potential. Startups is thorough, no. Startups industry, no. Potential is also correct, B is also correct. Answer 1 or 5. Potential for scalability, alignment with industry trends. Industry trends, answer 5. All correct. Despite his immense success, success is positive. Despite annadu, so next is negative. Despite his immense success, the scientist remained modest about his contributions to the field. Proud is positive, arrogant. Both are synonyms actually. If you get a job, your parents become proud. Arrogant is means what? Going more. Proud advanced version is arrogant, remember. Proud advanced version is arrogant. Humble means down to earth, feeling low. 1, 2, 4 same meaning. Boast means, do you know boast? Self-trumpet. I am like this, I am like that, I did this, I did that, I am this, I am. Bragging. Assertive means confident. So answer. Third one, modest means humble. The manager's astute observations help the company avoid a major financial blunder. Observations helped avoid major blunder. Observations valla major blunder ni tappinchukodam jarigindi. Astute is positive. Careless negative. Indecisive negative. Arrogant negative. Answer is insightful. Insightful means deep thought, deep thinking. That's all for now. Thank you.